Let's talk about the 7 surprising signs that your blood sugar is way too high. Now, you might be thinking, can you actually feel high blood sugar? And the answer is, normally, you can't feel too much unless it's really, really high. You might feel a little fatigued, but where the symptoms really come in is when the blood sugars go down. You see, when your blood sugar spikes, your body releases insulin to bring it back down. But if you're constantly eating sugary processed foods, your cells can become resistant to insulin. This is called insulin resistance, and it means that your body has to produce more and more insulin to get the job done. Eventually, your pancreas can't keep up, and your blood sugar levels stay elevated. This can lead to a whole host of health problems, including the 7 alarming signs we're going to be talking about today. So let's dive in. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Body Fit Flicks for more tips on health through natural remedies and body exercises. The first alarming sign that your blood sugar might be too high is excessive urination, especially at night. Now you might think, well, I drink a lot of water, so it's normal to urinate frequently. And while it's true that staying hydrated is crucial, if you find yourself constantly getting up to go to the bathroom, even disrupting your sleep, it could be a red flag. Here's why. When your blood sugar is elevated, your body tries to get rid of that excess glucose through any means possible. And one of the primary ways it does this is through your urine. The kidneys, which are responsible for filtering your blood, go into overdrive trying to flush out the extra sugar. This increased filtration process requires more fluids, which is why you feel the urge to urinate more often. If you're constantly sipping on water throughout the day and night, just to quench your thirst and keep up with your bathroom trips, it's time to pay attention to your blood sugar levels. Don't just brush it off as a minor inconvenience. This excessive urination is your body's way of crying out for help. It's a sign that your blood sugar is consistently too high, and your body is struggling to manage it. Ignoring this sign can lead to more serious complications down the line. So, if you're experiencing this, it's crucial to take action. Start by reducing your intake of sugary drinks and processed foods. These are major culprits in spiking your blood sugar levels. Instead, focus on consuming whole, unprocessed foods like vegetables, healthy fats, and lean protein. These foods are digested slowly and won't cause drastic fluctuations in your blood sugar. Additionally, incorporating regular physical activity into your routine can significantly improve your body's insulin sensitivity, allowing it to manage blood sugar levels more effectively. Remember, addressing high blood sugar is a journey, and it starts with recognizing the signs and taking proactive steps towards a healthier you. Now let's talk about the second alarming sign that your blood sugar might be too high: excessive thirst. You see, when your blood sugar is elevated, it throws your body's delicate balance out of whack. Your kidneys are working overtime to flush out the excess glucose, as we discussed earlier, and this leads to increased fluid loss. As you lose fluids through frequent urination, your body tries to compensate by holding on to whatever water it can. This is where sodium comes into play. High blood glucose causes your body to retain sodium, which acts like a sponge, attracting and holding on to water. But here's the catch. While sodium is holding on to water, it's not necessarily hydrating your cells. In fact, it can actually worsen dehydration by pulling water away from vital areas. This is why you might find yourself feeling constantly parched, even if you're drinking plenty of water. The water you're consuming isn't effectively reaching your cells because it's being held hostage by sodium. And to make matters worse, this excessive urination caused by high blood sugar also flushes out essential electrolytes like potassium. Potassium plays a crucial role in maintaining fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle contractions. When your potassium levels are depleted, it can lead to a whole host of unpleasant symptoms, including muscle cramps, fatigue, and even heart palpitations. So, if you're experiencing excessive thirst despite drinking plenty of fluids, it's crucial to address the root cause: high blood sugar. Now, let's move on to the third alarming sign that your blood sugar might be too high: skin changes. You see, high blood sugar doesn't just affect your internal organs, it can also manifest in visible ways on your skin. One of the most common skin changes associated with high blood sugar is a condition called acanthosis nigricans. This condition causes the skin to become darker and thicker, especially in areas with folds or creases, like the neck, armpits, groin, and elbows. The skin in these areas might also feel velvety or have a slightly raised texture. Now, you might be wondering what causes this darkening of the skin. Well, it all boils down to insulin resistance. When your cells become resistant to insulin, it means that glucose can't enter the cells as easily. This leads to a buildup of glucose in the bloodstream, which triggers the body to produce even more insulin to try to compensate. This excess insulin circulating in the bloodstream can stimulate the production of melanin, the pigment that gives our skin its color. This overproduction of melanin is what causes the darkening and thickening of the skin in certain areas. Chapter 4. Brain fog and fatigue. Let's talk about the fourth alarming sign, brain fog and fatigue. Now, we all experience occasional fatigue, especially in today's fast-paced world. But if you're constantly feeling mentally exhausted, like your brain is stuck in a fog, it could be a sign of chronically high blood sugar. You see, your brain relies heavily on glucose for energy. It's like the fuel that keeps your cognitive functions running smoothly. But when your blood sugar is consistently high, it creates a sort of traffic jam in your bloodstream. The glucose, instead of being efficiently delivered to your cells, including your brain cells, starts to clog up the system. This means your brain isn't getting the steady supply of fuel it needs to function optimally. It's like trying to run a car on fumes. It's just not going to perform well. This glucose deprivation leads to a decline in cognitive function, causing brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and that all too familiar feeling of mental fatigue. And if left unchecked, this chronic state of energy deprivation can have even more serious consequences for your brain health. Studies have shown a link between prolonged high blood sugar and an increased risk of cognitive decline and even dementia. Chapter 5. Mood swings. Let's delve into the fifth sign, mood swings. Now, we all experience occasional mood fluctuations. It's a normal part of being human. But if you find yourself on an emotional roller coaster, swinging from happy and energetic to irritable and down in the dumps, it could be a sign of unstable blood sugar levels. You see, when you consume sugary or refined carbohydrates, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. This triggers a surge in insulin, which tries to shuttle the glucose into your cells for energy. However, this rapid spike and subsequent drop in blood sugar can create a state of imbalance in your brain chemistry. Think of it like a roller coaster ride for your neurotransmitters. The initial sugar rush might make you feel happy and energized, but as your blood sugar plummets, so does your mood. You might experience irritability, anxiety, or even feelings of sadness or depression. This is because your brain relies on a steady supply of glucose to produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which play crucial roles in regulating mood, motivation, and feelings of well-being. Chapter 6. Cravings. Let's move on to the sixth sign, cravings. Now, we all have our food indulgences, but if you find yourself constantly battling intense cravings, especially for sugary treats or refined carbohydrates, it could be a sign that your blood sugar is out of whack. You see, when you consume sugary or processed foods, they're quickly broken down into glucose, causing a rapid spike in your blood sugar levels. This triggers a surge in insulin, which shuttles the glucose into your cells for energy. However, this rapid spike is often followed by a crash, leaving you feeling sluggish and craving more sugar to bring your energy levels back up. It becomes a vicious cycle of cravings and crashes. But here's the thing. Your body isn't just craving sugar for the sake of it. It's often a sign that your cells aren't getting the nutrients they need to function optimally. When your diet is lacking in essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber, your body goes into survival mode, craving quick sources of energy like sugar and refined carbs. It's not thinking about long-term health. It's simply trying to meet its immediate energy needs. Chapter 7. Blurry Vision. Let's discuss the seventh alarming sign, blurry vision. Now, while occasional blurry vision can be caused by various factors like eye strain or dryness, if it becomes a persistent issue, it could be a sign of high blood sugar affecting your eye health. You see, when your blood sugar is consistently high, it can damage the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, including those in the retina, which is the light-sensitive tissue at the back of your eye that sends signals to your brain, allowing you to see. These blood vessels are responsible for supplying oxygen and nutrients to the retina. High blood sugar can cause these vessels to weaken, leak, or even become blocked, disrupting the delicate balance of fluids in your eyes. One way high blood sugar affects your vision is by causing the lens of your eye to swell. The lens, which sits behind your pupil, helps focus light onto the retina. When your blood sugar is high, the lens absorbs excess glucose, causing it to swell and change shape. This swelling can distort the way light passes through the lens, leading to blurry vision. You might find that your vision fluctuates throughout the day, especially after meals when your blood sugar levels are typically higher. Another way high blood sugar can impact your vision is by affecting the blood vessels in the eyelids. The eyelids contain a network of tiny blood vessels that supply nutrients and oxygen to the tissues. So, there you have it, the 7 alarming signs that your blood sugar is too high. If you're experiencing any of these, it's crucial to take action sooner rather than later. Remember, addressing high blood sugar is not just about avoiding diabetes, it's about protecting your overall health and well-being. Now that you know about these alarming signs, the next thing to know is the details of what to eat. What foods can you incorporate into your diet to help stabilize your blood sugar levels? For that information, you should watch this video right here. Check it out. Don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to Body Fit Flicks for more on health through natural remedies and body exercises.